Hello there. Welcome to the website. My name is Scott Michael Ringo, and what you're watching here is a quick video that explains Simple Nonprofit and the Simple Nonprofit Starter Bundle. First off, I want to explain to you why this site is different and why you'd even want to spend your time watching this video or reading down through this page, and how I can offer you a unique solution to the challenge of how to start a nonprofit. Here's the challenge. Starting a nonprofit is long, grueling, and expensive. Most of the information and help that's out there for people wanting to start a nonprofit is vague, it's not very helpful, and ends up being extremely expensive. There are a few good resource sites, and that's most likely where you heard about Simple Nonprofit was from them. And what I mean by that is it ends up taking people a long time and a lot of money to get a nonprofit started, and I don't believe that's the route that anyone wants to take. This whole presentation and the Simple Nonprofit Starter Bundle addresses that starting a nonprofit is many times very time consuming and expensive, and how I developed a solution so that anyone can easily start, fund, and run a nonprofit and have it up and running very quickly. So let's get rolling on that if that sounds good to you. Most people that come to the site are familiar with me and the experiences that I've had helping thousands of others in creating nonprofits all over the world, and they've come to the website to buy the Simple Nonprofit Starter Bundle and just get started. And if that's you and you don't want to watch this video or read down through the site and just want to get the bundle and get started, then the yellow Add to Cart button just below this video is there for you. Just click that button and it'll take you straight over to where you can buy and download that bundle and get started. And if you're not familiar with what I've done or what we do at Simple Nonprofit, then I just want to take a few minutes of your time in this video and explain how we can help you in your pursuit to start a nonprofit and why you want to get the Simple Nonprofit Starter Bundle if you're going to start a nonprofit. Or you might just want to read down to the page. Some would rather watch a video than read. I can understand that. So for 14 years, I've helped people all over the world start and run successful nonprofits real inexpensively. And like I'd mentioned, starting a nonprofit can be a grueling process, and many come to us frustrated after hours of searching the internet or at the point that they have spent months or even years trying to put together a nonprofit. And they find us and they tell us, wow, how cool this is that we have all this information in one place, and how excited they were to walk through the resources and have their nonprofit up so quickly and easily. And I know how frustrating it is. I've been where you are now, and I've searched the internet, and I know that there's not a lot of solid resources on the internet except for a few how to start a nonprofit list that offer you all the steps to put together your nonprofit, but no one to really help you do it. And if you do find someone to help you, it ends up being really highly expensive. Now, I want to help you or anyone else that wants to start a nonprofit do that quickly, easily, and inexpensively, and that's why I created the Simple Nonprofit Starter Bundle. Now, there's nothing crazy about wanting to start a nonprofit without spending thousands of dollars and months doing it, then waiting even longer for an answer to whether or not the IRS will even establish that nonprofit for you. And I would not want to do it that way, and I'm sure you don't either. And that's why I created this resource, to help you create a nonprofit without a lot of hassle or expense. Since 1999, I've been helping thousands of people with information and help in starting nonprofits real quick and easy. And it always starts with a dream. Somebody has a dream, and that's probably why you're at this site, because you have a dream. You've wanted to start a nonprofit, or you're wanting to, maybe your own ideas. You have some ideas on how you can make the world a better place, or help other people, or maybe you just need a career path change. Or we have a lot of people that come to us that want to change careers, and especially in this economy, they're looking for the answer to what they can do to help others, but at the same time pay themselves and that kind of thing. So they get all excited, but then it becomes difficult because nonprofit setup is expensive. There's so many unanswered questions, and there's challenging paperwork, and searching the internet is tiresome and time consuming, and then the realization that it's going to take months of paperwork probably, and then even more months of waiting for approval for their nonprofit sets in, and they get discouraged. There's several different ways to start a nonprofit. You can pay someone a lot of money to do the paperwork and filings for you. You can search the internet, you can compile all the information that you need to do the paperwork yourself and then do the paperwork. Or you can find someone that can give you all the information and expert advice and help you through the process. So, if you want to pay someone a lot of money, it's most likely going to cost several thousands of dollars in fees and filing fees to do that. You have to pay them for their time to do your paperwork, and then you've got filing fees to the IRS and different places. You still have to wait for approval from the IRS for your answers and stuff like that. And then after it's all set up, there's little or no support to help you learn to fund or even run the nonprofit. And so it's a long process. Bottom line is, it can just be a very, very long process. If you decide that you're going to do all the setup yourself, it can take countless hours searching the internet and resources, learning what you need to do, what you need to fill out, how does it all work, and then actually doing it. And it's going to cost you at least $900 or more in filing fees to the IRS to file the paperwork. And then there's little or no support in learning how to fund or run the nonprofit again. And it's usually a very long process that many people give up on because it's just grueling and time-consuming and confusing. So, if only there was a simple solution for starting a nonprofit. Well, that's where it becomes easy again. Simple Nonprofit and the Simple Nonprofit Starter Bundle makes that setting up a nonprofit easy again. That's the whole reason that we created it. And what if you could set up a tax-exempt nonprofit for less than $400? Easily set up your nonprofit in less than 6 weeks. What if you could continually get nonprofit expert advice for the life of your nonprofit, or quickly learn all you need to know about which kind of nonprofit you actually need to set up, or even have time on the phone to ask any questions you want that's nonprofit related to somebody that can actually answer those questions for you, or even save thousands on setting up that nonprofit. Well, here's what I found. There is a simple way to set up a tax-exempt nonprofit. There does not have to be expensive to set up the nonprofit, and it doesn't have to take months of time to set up the nonprofit. I can quickly help you get all the information that you need to get a nonprofit started and put together. And starting and running a nonprofit doesn't have to be a headache. Anyone can do it, and I know that because I've helped people all over the world set up nonprofits. And so what I put together was a Simple Nonprofit Starter Bundle, and it's one simple package. It has 7 complete resources plus live help. It's a complete nonprofit resource, and it even includes information to set up a tax-exempt 501c3 nonprofit for under $400 in less than 6 weeks. So it's just one package called the Simple Nonprofit Starter Bundle, and here's what that has. The first of the 7 resources is the Simple Nonprofit Manual. It's quick and easy. It covers quick and easy nonprofit setup. It covers all the common challenges and how to overcome them, nonprofit keys to success, quickly set up the nonprofit for under $400 in 6 weeks. It's all the information that you need to set up a nonprofit. It even includes information on official sponsorships or physical sponsorships, and then all the information on even how to run one after that. So that's the first of the resources. The second of the resources is the Simple Nonprofit Workbook, and it's 72 pages of worksheets, checklists, explanations that help you develop each part of your nonprofit systematically. So it goes through everything from mission through to developing your board, marketing materials, and all that kind of stuff. It's just a complete workbook of systematically working you through that. So when you get done with the workbook, 72 pages later, there's nothing that's been left out when you finish. You have all of your information to create a nonprofit. Then the third of the 7 resources is the Simple Independent Nonprofit Manual. And that's everything you need to know about starting an independent 501c3. So I mean, it goes from through from research and planning, initial organization of the nonprofit, the key charter documents that you need to create, developing your board, board member roles and creating those, organizational sustainability, yearly strategic planning, funding development. There's nothing left out. If you want to start an independent nonprofit, then this thing is going to walk you completely through that. It's a huge resource that covers all of that. And so then on top of all of that, we include an hour of consultation with me. You can ask me anything you want to. You can walk through any of the stuff with me. We give you 100% support for on all of this. Free lifetime upgrades. So every time we do anything to this Simple Nonprofit bundle or add something to it, we send you an email and let you download all the new stuff. So you always have up to the minute stuff from us. We also include special reports and tips throughout the year. So we'll be emailing you or mailing you, reports and tips to help you run your nonprofit more successfully, and tips on how to do that. Plus, we include a bonus book offer for Simple Fundraising, which is a book that covers how to simply fundraise, for your nonprofit, finding funding for that nonprofit. So 7 resources: the Simple Nonprofit Manual, the Simple Nonprofit Comprehensive Workbook, the Independent Nonprofit, the Hour of Consultation, all the support, the lifetime upgrades, the special reports, Simple Fundraising. So that's over $250 worth of resources and over almost 400 pages of information for $47. And the way that I came up with that is $47 is less than $50, and $50 is the typical consulting fee for 1 hour. So if you were to get a hold of an expert to even start asking them about setting up a nonprofit, I mean, the minimum fee out there is about $50, and so you would pay $50 and you wouldn't even get close to getting any of this amount of information from that person. I mean, if I sat with you for a week, I couldn't convey all of this information to you and teach you how to do this. And so, $47 sounded like a good deal. We were going to charge much more, but I want to start now by saving you money in your nonprofit. And so to do that, this is the way I can do that. I can help you to save money right here with all this information. $47. You get all of this stuff plus anything else that we developed for the Simple Nonprofit Starter Bundle. It sounds like a good deal. So here's what you need to do. You just go to the Add to Cart button here on this page. You purchase the Simple Nonprofit Starter Bundle, and then you let us help you create your nonprofit. I mean, you can buy the Simple Nonprofit Starter Bundle for $47. Jump right into creating your nonprofit with all the information you need, the worksheets, the checklist, and someone to walk you through it. Or you can continue to search the internet for all this information on your own. And I know what's out there. I doubt it will be very easy for you to get all this stuff. And then if you decide to do it on your own, whatever you do, jot down this website in case you change your mind. But we would love to help you put this thing together, and it's usually real easily done. So look forward to helping you out, and thanks for your time. Hope that you got something out of this presentation.